Okay. The purpose of this video is to walk through the integration between Shopify and Ergonode. And Ergonode is a product information management system, which is currently integrated by us with Shopify. And here's the quick tutorial on how things are working and what to do to make the transfer between two systems back and forth. So the whole journey starts from the new product being added to Shopify, and it is called by us seed placeholder product, which essentially doesn't have any information besides SKU. And this product is arriving to the Shopify through the purchase order or through manually being directly placed there by the admin on the Shopify side. So this purchase order happens on QuickBooks, and through the QuickBooks integration, the new SKU is added to the Shopify, or somebody who does have access to the admin panel would be able to simply create empty product with just SKU and the title, and that will be picked up by Ergonode. The integration between Shopify and Ergonode is built based on webhooks on the Shopify side. So the moment the product is created, it is being transported to Ergonode quite quickly. So almost immediately, you can see the product inside Ergonode. To figure out and find products that are coming from Shopify, you can go to the place where all the products are being shown, and it is catalog under products. And there is a table view of all the products where you can either sort them by status or search by SKU. To make it possible to sort by status, you will need to make a double click that will show the drop down, and you will then click imported from Shopify. That will basically show every product that being imported from Shopify and essentially ready to be worked inside Ergonode. Or if you want to search by SKU, you can double click on SKU raw here underneath the table header in the search raw. Double click will open a text area where you can type, and this way you will see the specific product. You don't need to type entire SKU. The portion would be enough, and just hit enter, and it will then make the list adjusted and show only the products that responded to this portion of the SKU. When you clicked on a product here with the edit button, it is the pencil button, you basically able to get to the addition of the product. You can proceed immediately to the template tab, because here it is in fields designed to be updated. That way you can update all the information you want to be updated. And this template contains both data that will be displayed on Shopify, as well as data that basically collected for the reporting purposes or internal usage. So the amount of fields is bigger than the usual classic Shopify product fields. So here in the tab template, you can basically work through the product information, and then when you will be ready to publish to the Shopify, we basically need to do only one thing, obviously saving the changes on the product side, and then clicking here on the top drop down and choosing ready to publish. This status is being synchronized every 2 minutes, and it is done the way to allow multiple people working on Ergonode updating their products, not overwhelm the API calls and stuff like that. So from the perspective of the cron job, it will pull any updated information about the products that are in the status ready to publish and will transport them to Shopify. That way, when you jump to the Shopify admin panel to see the products that are just being added, you can go into the sort menu and choose updated newest first. So that way you will see products that being recently pulled from the Ergonode. One important note is that Ergonode does not update the status of the product from draft to active and vice versa. Ergonode is dedicated to updating the product information, and this status is independent. So if you will not have your product being visible on the storefront, you will essentially need to update it from draft to active. Or if you will already have it on the storefront and it happens to you to change some data, you want to update this data in Ergonode, you can update the data in Ergonode and it will remain in the status active and be shown on the storefront continuously. So all the products that coming by default are coming as drafts, or you can change their visibility, but Ergonode is not intended to change the visibility on the storefront. You manage the visibility on the storefront from the Shopify admin panel through clicking a bunch of checkboxes marking the products that you want to be set as active, and you can then choose set as active or set as draft, depends on what's your decision. But overall transport between Ergonode and Shopify is independent from that status. And you can update and work on your products independently. Let's take a look what would happen if we need to update already published on Shopify product. So we basically opening it in Ergonode as being shown previously, and we need to change the status from published to correct. And then we basically editing this product the same way as we were editing it before. And at the end of the day, when we're ready to push it back to Shopify, we're just choosing the status ready to publish. And that way system will know that this product needs to be pushed back to the Shopify. So that way we're going back to this step and we're having ready to publish status, and then it will be picked up by the process and published to Shopify. Data will be transferred to Shopify, and then you can keep managing the visibility on the final storefront from the Shopify admin panel. That's how the flow will work. Thank you very much for your attention.